Hello book nerds, welcome to Bookshelf Bunny. I'm Kim and this is the Snowstorm book tag. Hey guys, so this weekend has been an exceptionally snowy weekend. Quite the dump of snow all weekend long. Started Friday night and it's just continued on. It doesn't look like it's going to stop until sometime Monday. And so I thought it would be fun to do the Snowstorm book tag. I haven't prepared any answers. I am full on just doing this by the seat of my pants. So I don't know, I thought it would be a fun little video to do on a day like today. I'm wearing my hand knitted toque. I made this beauty myself. I have problems. So this tag is kind of fun because it takes you through the day, through a full day during a snowstorm. So it starts in the morning and it goes through to bedtime, and it's a unique tag. I found this tag originally, I'll link in the descriptions below, on Sarah's nightstand. The original creator, I don't remember her name. I lost her name, but I'll link it below. Check them out. Both are great channels. I have subscribed to them. All right, let's go. Good morning. When you wake up, you see snow is falling outside. Name a book that you weren't quite sure how you felt about it. There's quite a few books like that. I am going to say a book that jumps to mind first thing that I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first. I'm going to say Rose Madder by Stephen King. Ended up being an absolutely phenomenal read, but at first I wasn't sure what kind of story I was getting into. Is it a domestic abuse story? Is it a supernatural monster story? It was just very uncertain. I won't spoil it for you. If you haven't read it, you'll just have to read it and find out for yourself. But that fits this question. Question 2. It looks so pretty when everything is white and sparkly. Show us your favorite wintry cover. I don't have one. I live in Canada, hence toque instead of beanie or hat. This is a toque in my world. So like literally 5 months of my life every year is snow. I don't typically gravitate towards snow. It is not my favorite season by far. So I don't really have a lot of books with snowy covers myself, but I did find this one in the little library today when I checked. So we'll go with this. Question 3. There is nothing like playing in some freshly fallen snow. So you call some of your friends to go sledding. Name one of your favorite friend groups. I'm assuming this is referencing in a book. And I'm going to go with another Stephen King answer for that. And that's going to be the group of kids in It by Stephen King. Those kids are phenomenal. I love how they start off and they just carry on into adulthood. That is my favorite group of friends in a book. 4. You must have slept in a little because the best hills are already pretty busy and the snow is packed down firm, making the hills extra fast. Name a book that was so fast-paced you couldn't stop reading. Fourth Wing. The Fourth Wing, as well as the second book. I lost the title. Those books, I started reading them. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about them. I waited before I picked up The Fourth Wing. Didn't jump on board when all the hype was going on because I was like, dragons. I like dragons. I like fantasy, but I just wasn't sure how the whole romance thing and the school of like war school. I wasn't sure about it. But when I started it, I finished it in like 2 days. So good. Question 5. The roads are getting bad. The traffic is crawling. Name a book that took you forever to get through. Well, I'm still reading it, so this one qualifies. Le Morte d'Arthur. I really, really like this story, and I want to finish this book. I am like just not even quite a quarter of the way in. It's a hefty read because it's an older style of writing, and there's a lot of, my brain has to translate what's actually happening from what is written on the page. And so it's making it a slog, but it's a fascinating story. Arthur is a total womanizer. I know. It's a product of the culture at the time. It was written in the Middle Ages, but first impressions of Arthur were not good. Question 6. Sledding is fun, but exhausting. Time to have a snack. Name a book with a foodie element. And then there's a bonus question. Tell us your favorite wintertime snack or drink. I think my favorite book with a foodie element was a cozy mystery I had read not that long ago. Oh, I can't remember the title of it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to show you a picture of it. It is here. It's this one. Remember, I didn't prepare any answers in advance here. Oh no, my bonus question. I forgot my bonus question. What is my favorite wintertime snack or drink? Cookies. I love fresh baked, hot out of the oven, gooey cookies. That's my favorite snack on a cold day. As for a drink, I'm going to go with your standard coffee, hot chocolate, or tea. Has to be hot. Number 7, that snack was great, but you just can't quite shake the chill, so you get to sit by the fireplace to get some heat. Name a hot new release that you loved, or one coming out that you are excited about. I mentioned this in a previous video, I'm sure, but I'm currently reading Empire of the Damned by J. Kristoff, and the sequel, no, I lied to you. Empire of the Damned is the sequel. I'm currently reading Empire of the Vampire, and the sequel, Empire of the Damned, is coming out in March. I think just in a couple of days. I think it was March 12th. So that is a hot new release that's coming that I'm very excited about. Empire of the Vampire is a fantastic read. It's a fantasy story. It's got this big epic world. There's an event that happens called Day's Death, where for no known reason, no one can figure out why, there was some sort of thing that happened and it caused the sun to get dim. Like there's a film over the sky, dust or debris, or we don't know what it is, but it's called Day's Death, and the sun doesn't have a lot of power. And so over the years, crops are dying, life's getting hard, the weather's colder, days are not very bright, and it's the perfect time for the vampires to decide to take over the world. So it's a great story. Love it. And I cannot wait for the second one. Question 8. The snow has been falling for hours and it's still coming down out there. Name an ongoing series that you are loving. I'm going to go with The Taste Beneath by Daniel Monroe. He's got 3 books. The third one is coming out, not out yet. The first 2 books were phenomenal, and I am so excited for that third book. Very excited. Evening now, and there is so much snow. Schools have been called and activities have been canceled for tomorrow, giving you nothing to do but stay home and read. Name a book you finished in a day. So many. There's so many. I can't think of one offhand. These days, as you know, a busy adult doing adulting stuff, I don't have as much time to sit down and devote to a read. But yeah, finishing a book in a day is a thing that I love to do. I cannot think of a specific title because it's been a while since I did it. Alas. Number 10. It's time to go to bed, get warm and cozy. Name a book or a genre that you read when you want some comfort. Fantasy. As a genre. I don't typically reread books over and over and over again for comfort. There are books that I love and that I reread for fun, but as a genre, fantasy is my go-to when I want a cozy, long, interesting read to just sit and snuggle up with. My favorite genres, as you well know, are horror, sci-fi, and fantasy, but for the purposes of this specific question, fantasy. Okay, that's it. That's the tag. Per usual, when I do a tag video, if you are watching this, I tag you. I would love to see you do this video. If you do, at me in your description so that I am notified and I will watch your video. Okay, book nerds, that's all I got for you. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you read any of the books that I talked about today? What is your favorite thing to do when the snow is coming down? Provided you live in a place where that happens. All right, I'm going to leave you with this lovely little snippet from today when I went to check my little free library in my front yard. It's a lot of snow. Okay, as always, happy reading.